I know that originally my goal was to get funded. I mean, that's kind of been my mission for the past uh, probably 4 years, really, because as soon as I started, the motivation was like, oh man, we got my Forex funds, we got FTMO, right? The funded trader. And watching some of these guys and girls, right? But it was a lot more guys that I saw that were in my shoes, right? That were, in college, they dropped out, they wanted to make this a career, and just looking at all that really motivated me to try to do the same. Granted, I did not have the success that these guys had, and that's fine because this journey is individual and it's different, and some people will reach higher success because of, I would say, better discipline, right? If you have more discipline, you will be able to do things a lot quicker than most people. But ultimately, the last 2 to 3 months, it was a bit of a whirlwind because um, I just really started getting sick of the prop firms. I was with, last year, I was with Apex Trader Funding, and I got funded, right? I had, I think, like 500K in funding, and I was like $2,000 away from hitting a $6,000 payout. And I remember, for whatever reason, I was on Reddit and I started looking at some of the people that were getting denied payouts. There's one guy literally recorded himself in his bed, his setup, everything, everything that Apex had required of him, and they still denied him $130,000 payout. And I don't know, man. After that, that was like a huge, I would say, punch to the gut, because coming from a place of desperation to get funded, that wasn't easy to begin with. And to see that this guy got denied, I was just like, well, man, how much is it gonna hurt to hit the final 2K for them to be like, yeah, you were too sporadic in your trading, right? So I blew the accounts. I was like, screw it, I don't care. I threw as much contracts into it, and I just said whatever, right? And that kind of led me into a psychological spiral, man. I didn't anticipate blowing those accounts to have hurt me as much as they did psychologically. For the After that moment, for the past, like, I would say 4 months after that, yeah, I just felt like I had a cloud over my head, man. Like, I felt sad, I felt desperate. Um, it sucked, man. It really did, because I'm like, dude, here goes, like, basically, this silver lining is gone. They cut it. They took scissors and cut it, and I'm stuck again. So earlier this year, once I finally got back into my groove, I joined Top Step, and I like Top Step. I like what they offered, but man, I was already so burnt. 4 years of, like, I'm dumping money into these companies, and where, like, I still have yet to get paid. I still have yet to get to that point that I've hit it, right? And I like some of the stuff that they offer. I enjoyed the banter, on YouTube, etc., etc. But I'm just like, bro, this is just not it. I don't know. I just burnt out. So I went ahead and just closed my accounts. I didn't even blow them, man. I just closed the accounts with Top Step. And at that point in time, I signed up for school. So I'm currently in school right now. I'm going for finance. Because I figured, man, like, well, worst case scenario, let me just get this degree. Obviously, I don't care for a job in corporate, man. I don't care for working at a bank or anything like that. But it could open a door to go into a propriety firm and get some professional trading, right? Training with the goal still being the same in the long term, which is, hey man, I want to make enough money to be able to live anywhere in the world. I want to have financial freedom, but more importantly, I want to have financial I want to have freedom of location. I know people, at least a lot of gurus, when they try to, sell you courses, they're like financial freedom, man, but it's like, nah, bro, this is not. I don't think trading is financial freedom because there's so much work that has to go into it. Like, and it's not always just looking at the chart. It's not just back testing, and it's not just you know uh, looking at your trades and documenting and journaling. Another part of it, another component of it is going to the gym, taking care of your mental. Like, there's a lot of work that comes into this game, man, because if you're not in top tip shape to perform, you are going to lose. There's no way around it. So, anyways, the past 3 months, I was kind of in between. Should I get funded again? Should I try to get funded? Should I keep going with futures? Should I switch over? Like, what to do? What to do? Finally, I decided to start a small Robinhood account. I threw in like $2,000, $3,000 I had saved up, and I started doing like scalps where my setup will pop up, like break and retest. That's one of the ones that I really enjoy. For the most part, I think the win rate right now has probably gone down from, it was at 75, it's probably closer to like 69 or 70%. But I would get in and take my money at a decent profit, not even trying to aim for a 1-to-1 or a 2RR. Just, oh, I'm in profit, it's enough money, get out. And I've been collecting these small little wins. Right now I am trying to focus on letting the trade run, because obviously if it goes against me, I'm gonna let it run, right? For the most part, I won't close the trade unless it's like 2/3 of the way towards my stop loss and it looks like it's not gonna reverse. In that case, I will close it. There's no point in taking the full loss if I can close it and take 2/3. But I personally have seen way more profitability in stocks. A lot of the guys that I watch, for example, like Lance B, he's talked about how efficient futures is, how efficient Forex is. And that's not to say you can't make money on that. For sure you can, but at least for me, man, it's not for me. I could never see the kind of wins that I saw, for example, today in futures or in Forex. So yeah, guys, this is just a small little update on how life has been treating me so far in my trading journey. I think it's a blessing to have the ability to do this. I'm grateful to God. I think that, at least for me, this career has been a blessing because it has forced me to have to look at myself, recognize my shortcomings, and I either have to be active and getting better or accept the failure of not doing anything. And me, the way I am, I can't do that. I have to get after it. So without further ado, is your boy Los Trades. Please feel free to drop any comments, questions, subscribe to the channel. Peace.